The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers hint that Deputy Chief Bradley Baker will stop Will Spencer's dangerous move and deliver orders to Luna Nozawa's target. Although Will was hoping there'd be no more Luna curveballs, he'll face a giant one during the week of November 17th to 21st. It won't be long until some Luna alarm bells go off as the news of her escape spreads. That'll leave Will determined to defend Electra Forrester and everyone else he cares about. Luna's getaway will bring out Will's protective side and leave him ready to do whatever it takes to get her back behind bars. Deputy Chief Baker will get updates on Luna fleeing and do his part to wrangle her as well. Since Luna is obsessed with Will, there'll obviously be concerns about Luna heading to the beach house that he now lives in. Stowell, the prison guard, may admit Luna was fixated on Will's new digs before she took off. Perhaps Stowell will come clean about showing Luna the pics on Will's social media account before her laundry cart escape. Regardless, there'll eventually be a Luna sighting outside the beach house, so Will's going to know for a fact that she's in the area. B&B's weekly preview video shows Will pointing in the direction Luna ran in and insisting they have to go after her right now. Despite Will wanting to chase after Luna himself, Deputy Chief Baker will shut that idea down hard. Since Will is Luna's target, Baker will think it's far too risky for him to be involved in the pursuit of her. Of course, there's a chance Will might disobey orders and go after Luna anyway, depending on how things play out. However, Baker will certainly hope he can keep Will there at the beach house and protect him from whatever stunt Luna might try to pull. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Baker will want Will to sit tight while he searches for Luna, along with some other cops. Sheila Sharp, Lee Finnegan, and Poppy Nozawa will also pitch in, so there'll be plenty of people hunting for Luna, even without Will's involvement. Luna will lose control of the situation soon enough, so stay tuned for all the highs and lows of this getaway drama. Some weeks on The Bold and the Beautiful, there are powerhouse performances that make giving out Performer of the Week honors an easy decision. However, this week, there weren't any deeply emotional scenes that resonated in a big way, so the title goes to someone who brought something different to the table. Big Brother alum Rachel Riley made her latest guest appearance on the series, bringing a burst of charm and perfectly timed comedic chaos. Instead of an emotional meltdown or fiery showdown, this week's most memorable performance came from someone who offered something that the Sudser doesn't lean into nearly enough: purposeful comedy. While some of the storylines have an unintentionally humorous aspect to them, such as Carter's endless engagement cycles or Luna escaping prison in a laundry cart, the show doesn't focus on comedy as often. That's what made Riley's guest appearance so special. Not only did the seasoned reality television star seem committed to her role, but it was deliciously wacky in a way that would be happily welcomed back. Riley's heightened personality brought a delicate balance between traditional acting and total camp, which is the perfect blend for B&B. Her reactions were quick and sharp, and she brought much-needed levity to scenes involving the Spencer family. Anything involving Bill and his family has been enshrouded by a dark cloud called Luna for months, so the ridiculousness of it all was a needed relief. Her chemistry with Diamond was fully on display, as if she'd been a tenured employee at Spencer Publications for decades. It felt as if she could make a seamless transition from one-off guest to hilarious recurring presence. Considering the end of Friday's episode, it's clear the show remains drenched in the stench of Luna's misery. However, Riley's appearance shifted the atmosphere in the precious little amount of time she was on screen. The conversations with Bill, Katie, and Liam throughout the episode could have felt dull or stagnant, but because of Riley's commitment to the role, they were infused with life and gave viewers a reason to smile at the end of an otherwise drab week of storylines. One of the most surprising aspects of her performance this week was the subtle way she was integrated into the ongoing story involving Bill. Her comedic moments weren't just random lines for a cheap laugh. Instead, they helped further the narrative that Bill was no longer the ruthless, morally corrupt media mogul that he once was. He is a man actively trying to change, evolve, and open himself up to a calmer, more grounded version of himself. Rachel's spiritual cleaning brought that further into focus. The Bill from a few years ago, or even earlier this year, would have tossed her out of his office almost immediately, but this iteration of the Titan allowed it to happen. He let her cleanse his office. He indulged in the ritual, probably scoring more points with Liam and Katie in the process. The total comedic conviction that she delivered the insanity of what she was doing peeled back more layers of the new version of Bill. The best part was that Bill didn't stop her from doing it. Her delivery softened him, and it helped sell the shift in a man that viewers spend many years seeing as ruthless. Kudos to Riley for fully embracing the role and, in many ways, making Bill an even better version of himself. Putting Bill opposite someone like her allowed Diamant to also evolve as an actor and bring out a new side to himself, something that seemed like a pipe dream in the past. Her guest spot will be remembered not just for making viewers laugh, but for the impact it had on the future of the Spencer family. The scenes humanized Bill, and it was her performance that made that possible. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers update for Monday, November 17th reveals that Luna Nozawa will plot a baby daddy ambush, so Will Spencer and Electra Forrester's bubble is going to burst soon. First on Monday's B&B episode, Stowell the prison guard will discover that she made a big mistake in letting her guard down with Luna. Although Stowell will expect to find Luna taking a nap, she'll find a wad of sheets under the blanket instead. Stowell will no doubt think back to when she foolishly opened Luna's cell during that whole laundry debacle. It's Stowell's fault that Luna was able to hop in that laundry cart and take the next steps forward freedom. While Stowell launches an alert about an escape and forces a prison lockdown, Luna will plan on reuniting with Will and convincing him of their bright future together. Since Luna saw that #Newdigs pic on social media, she'll know to head to the beach house if she wants to find Will. Luna may assume she's going to find Electra too, and could perhaps tell herself that it's time to end the competition permanently. Whatever the case, the happy little bubble that Will and Electra have been living in is about to burst. Once Electra and Will get updates on Luna stealing her freedom, they'll definitely worry about her showing up to unleash more turmoil. Of course, Deputy Chief Bradley Baker will lead the charge when it comes to trying to round up Luna and put her back in prison. Baker may also be the one to notify Bill Spencer that Luna gave her guard the slip. In the coming episodes, Bill will have a chance to react to Luna's escape news and will tell Katie Logan about this catastrophic situation. Katie will have a meltdown as she frets over Luna targeting Will again and making trouble for Electra too. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Katie will lean on Bill as this new nightmare hits hard, so stay tuned. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers hint that Zende Forrester Dominguez's controversial new love interest could shake up Forrester Creations. Will Zende develop a crush that puts a friendship in jeopardy? Like pretty much everyone else at Forrester, Zende thinks Daphne Rose is a lovely lady who's incredibly talented. That goes for Daphne's perfume skills as well as her vocal abilities, since she's been crushing it on open mic night at Il Giardino. Carter Walton has decided he wants a future with Daphne, but she needs to know he's fully invested first. After everything that happened with Hope Logan, it's easy to see why Daphne would want to be cautious. Daphne doesn't want to rush into something too deep, too fast. That could be a recipe for romantic disaster, especially since Daphne doesn't quite trust Carter with her heart yet. Although Daphne is clearly interested in Carter, she's making him put in the work and truly earn her love. Since that's taking a little time, there's room for some competition to enter the picture here. That brings us back to Zende, who could easily develop a crush of his own and decide to pursue Daphne. We could certainly imagine Zende making some moves on Daphne and pulling her into a kiss at some point. Now that Zende has popped up on screen again, it could be a sign that B&B is going to use him a bit more often. Zende might become a new romantic obstacle for Carter to tackle, or at least an annoyance as Carter tries to win Daphne over. B&B isn't going to make Carter's romantic mission easy for him, so Zende could be an interesting hurdle to throw in. Even if Daphne isn't all that into Zende, she might enjoy the attention if it makes Carter jealous. Regardless, Zende has a habit of falling for women who are already romantically entangled with other guys. That trend may continue if Zende falls for Daphne next and ultimately pursues her. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Carter and Daphne's attempt to be together could get messy. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers hint that Luna Nozawa may be presumed dead after an ocean tumble, but for how long? Luna's prison escape won't go according to plan, so let's talk about how things might play out. The show released an exciting preview video for the week of November 17 to 21 that plays up the search for Luna near the beach house. Luna could easily find herself backed into a very dangerous corner. Things are foggy and ominous in the promo clip, like something terrible is going to happen. Lee Finnegan can be heard shouting for Luna to do the right thing and turn herself in. But Luna obviously isn't going to do that. Luna won't want to go back to a jail cell, so she may run and make a major error in judgment in the fog. Could Luna run right off a cliff and fall into the ocean as a result? It's even possible that someone like Poppy Nozawa could lend a helping hand here. We certainly wouldn't put it past Poppy to shove Luna and cause her to plummet to her presumed death. Katie Logan recently wished that Luna would disappear, so she may indeed vanish into the water. Luna's body may not be found, but it could be assumed that she didn't survive. Of course, assumptions can get people into trouble on soaps. That's particularly true when it comes to villains who face a grim fate, since it often doesn't stick. This might be B&B's way of getting Luna off canvas for a while and letting that baby bump of hers grow. Luna could return down the road once the baby's born and give everyone, especially Will Spencer and Electra Forrester, a huge shock. Do you think Luna is headed for a presumed death? Will Luna seemingly face a fatal exit and then come back somewhere down the line to wreak more havoc? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say a major Luna climax is coming up, so stick with us for updates on any news regarding Luna's escape outcome. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for the next 2 weeks, November 17th to November 28th, reveal that fans will see Steffi Forrester's special guest, along with Deacon Sharp's invitation. Luna Nozawa will also face a shocking outcome, so here's what B&B fans can expect. During the week of November 17-21, Stowell the prison guard will realize she messed up big time by opening that cell door and letting Luna put her laundry in with the rest. Luna used that as an opportunity to make her escape, so Stowell will panic over Luna vanishing and will call for a lockdown at the prison facility. Of course, that won't do any good since Luna will already be headed for the beach house soon. We'll see Luna return to the scene of at least some of her crimes and plan to get Will Spencer's attention. In the meantime, Electra Forrester will freak out over the news that Luna's stolen her freedom. Ivy Forrester will have concerns of her own, so she'll race to the beach house to support Electra through all this. Bill Spencer will also give Katie Logan updates on the situation, but he'll make promises about fixing this before Luna can do more damage. Deputy Chief Bradley Baker will be on the case, but he'll refuse to let Will run after Luna when she's spotted near the beach house. Since Luna is deeply fixated on Will, it's not a good idea for him to be part of the upcoming search team. However, Poppy Nozawa, Lee Finnegan, and Sheila Sharp will all go looking for Luna, who'll seemingly bolt on the beach. Despite Lee's frantic plea for Luna to turn herself in, Luna will keep trying to avoid capture and could face a terrible fall. Could there be some sort of cliff situation that sends Luna tumbling into the water below to her presumed demise? One way or another, Luna's shocking outcome will be revealed. The week of November 24th to 28th will bring some more lighthearted moments, especially since Thanksgiving is just around the corner. There'll be a special episode that airs on November 26th, so look for Deacon to deliver a surprise invitation in it. It turns out Deacon and Sheila won't be celebrating Turkey Day alone at Il Giardino. Deacon will invite Carter Walton and Daphne Rose to join them for a meal, so they'll have some company as they dine together. There'll also be a gathering for Steffi, John Finn Finnegan, Taylor Hayes, Kelly Spencer, and Hayes Finnegan, which will come with an unexpected guest. It looks more like Thomas Forrester's return scenes will air at Christmas, but it's possible he was secretly on set for some Thanksgiving filming too. It's also possible Douglas Forrester could make the solo trip home and enjoy Thanksgiving with his family if Thomas is busy or sick. Although Luna's comeback is perhaps an option following her presumed death, it's doubtful the show would do it on the Thanksgiving special. B&B may not want to ruin the heartwarming holiday vibe. There'll indeed be some fun moments for all characters involved in the Thanksgiving episode, so stay tuned for their reasons to be grateful. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say the next 2 weeks will bring some important decisions and warm welcomes. Was anyone surprised when Looney Luna managed to escape prison at the end of Friday's Bold and Beautiful? or that she has once again become a heat-seeking missile trained on Will. Well, the show's latest promo teases that things are about to go from bad to worse, ending up with a chase through dense fog late at night, which likely doesn't bode well for someone. Just when Will and Electra thought it was safe to go to the beach again, here Luna comes. She managed to use the old pillows in the bed trick to fool the guards, slip into the laundry baskets, and make her escape from prison. Sounds simple enough, right? The prison is put on lockdown once Luna's been found to have escaped, and newly reunited Katie and Bill panic when they learn the news, and that the psycho is likely definitely headed after their son. As Luna was plotting her escape, Will and Electra were finally having some couple time and relaxing at the beach house. Sadly, their happy getaway is about to end. As Luna heads for Will, Baker warns the young man in the preview not to pursue her, as he is her target. Finn, Lee, Sheila, and Poppy get in on the search, with Luna's mom declaring, "Where is that little bitch?" As the search and fog intensify, Lee yells, "Luna, do the right thing! Turn yourself in!" as Luna hides among the cattails. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Hope Logan is back to work on her signature line at FC, Hope for the Future. The collection was cut by Steffi Forrester after an ill-advised coup by Hope and Carter Walton. But that's all water under the bridge now. HFTF is back better than ever, with a new vision by a new designer. But is it really? Let's break down the unexpected reckoning that could be coming for HFTF. Once Ridge Forrester reinstated Hope for the Future, Hope hired her newly minted design bro, Deke Sharp, to take over the design duties. Sounds like a dream come true, right? Vocal fans are trashing the new designs on socials, which could be a sign that the show's buyers will reject them as well. We've been treated to some of Deke's sketches, which underwhelmed many in the audience. To be fair, the show has promised a new emphasis on the show's core business, which is fashion, so things may get better in the future. But until then, Deke may need to consider some night school classes to catch up. In particular, B&B fans have scorched a pair of embellished suspenders shown last week, with one Redditor calling them simply bad. Another one snarked, "I think I wore that to a 9th grade dance once." Ouch, this is definitely not the vibe Deke wants to be giving under his urban fashion umbrella. The response at Forrester Creations hasn't been as drastic, but the newness of Deke's vision still needs to be tested in the outside world. Deke is skating on thin ice as it is. Last year, Hope for the Future's declining sales numbers were a concern, and FC borrowed from its fancier couture line to stabilize Hope's sales. Now, his involvement with Remy Price was a bombshell that FC did not see coming. If his ideas fail, where will he go next? Then again, maybe Remy can supply better designs that Deke then steals from him? Deke is desperate to launch his fashion career. Will he stoop to deception to get it done? The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Beth Logan is taking her duties as the Lope wedding officiant super seriously, and she also is hand-picking the guest list. The one person Beth doesn't want at Liam Spencer and Hope Logan's I-do's is Sheila Carter. B&B spoilers say Grandma Sheila won't take the news well. Is Sheila Carter going to crash out when she learns Deacon Sharp's granddaughter has banned her from the big day? Keep reading to find out. Here's what's coming up next on Bold and the Beautiful. Sheila Carter and her stepdaughter, Hope Logan, have little to no interactions, and we all know how Liam Spencer feels about Deacon's wife. For some reason, Sheila is the most excited person in Los Angeles about the upcoming wedding. Deacon is going to have to break it to his overzealous wife that she actually isn't on the super exclusive guest list. According to B&B spoilers, Sheila will be seeing red when she learns that the Forrester and Logan gang has excluded her from another momentous occasion. The villainess will be even more upset when she realizes that Taylor Hayes will be at the wedding ceremony. That means that Deacon will need a dancing partner, and the good doctor will probably oblige. If Deacon Sharp does go to his daughter's wedding without his wife, we're sure that she will be lurking in the shadows and hiding behind vases to spy on him. Will Sheila spy sparks flying between her hubby and his shrink? Could Taylor and Deacon get caught up in the wedding excitement and even share a kiss? The bold and the beautiful spoilers say that a lot of people can't help but wonder, are Will Spencer and Electra Forrester the most boring couple on the show? It seems to be that way. For weeks, all Will and Electra could talk about was the special night they were going to share together. And now that it's happened, all they can talk about is how Will got assaulted by Luna Nozawa and whether or not she is going to give birth behind bars. It's like they have nothing else to talk about in their relationship. Clearly, B&B fans have a lot to say about the matter on social media. Some even commented, "Too many of the show's characters are standing around talking about these two over and over and over. I like Will and Electra, but let's stop this nonsense. They make a cute couple, let them see the city, go to the beach, go out with other young adults, etc. In other words, enjoy life." Another critic wrote, "It was better when we thought Remy was straight and was in love with Electra and stalking her for that reason. Perhaps we would have gotten some vintage Thomas/Hope type mannequin drama. But nope. Just wanting Cinderella to be his friend. This is too Hallmark for a soap." And then there was this comment as well. Brooke, Ridge, and Donna talking about Will, Electra, Katie, and Bill. Bill begging Katie to come back for the millionth time. Will and Electra talking about nothing. Steffi and Finn talking about the Will and Electra situation. Nothing but garbage. Total waste of a show. Needless to say, the bold and the beautiful fans will simply have to tune in each and every day to find out what will happen next. B&B airs weekdays on the CBS network. Check your local listings for times. In the meantime, let us know what you think by leaving us a line with your thoughts in our comments section below. The Bold and the Beautiful, spoilers for Monday, November 17th, suggest we will see the prison realize Luna Nozawa has escaped. Bill Spencer makes a horrifying discovery. Plus, there will be a search as Penelope Poppy Nozawa makes a return. Keep reading and let's talk about what could be happening next in the CBS soap opera. Let's start off with Luna, who has found a way to get out of prison. Fans assumed Luna would just get her cellmate to beat her up again. However, nobody is coming for Luna this time. So, she had to find her own way out of there. When a laundry cart rolled by, Luna seized the opportunity. Then, when a prison fight led the guard away from the prison cart, Luna made her move. The girl's intention is to get to Will before he moves on with Electra Forrester forever. Yes, the inmate is delusional, which makes this all so crazy. At the Spencer mansion, Bill takes an urgent phone call. The person on the other end alerts Bill that Luna has escaped prison. When he hangs up the phone, Katie Logan asks what is wrong. The man is forced to confess that Luna has escaped. This means that she will be coming for Will and Electra. Will this be the news that triggers Katie's next health crisis? Bill will also likely put security at the beach house. Luna knows exactly where it is as she's been there several times already. In fact, Luna probably recognized the door from the social media post that Will made. The Bold and the Beautiful, spoilers for Monday, November 17th, reveal that alarms blare at the prison when the guard realizes Luna is gone. There will likely be a manhunt right away, as Luna is extremely dangerous. In a weekly preview clip, we see Deputy Chief Bradley Baker, but it's not clear what day he will be back. There is also Poppy, who shows up at the beach house with Sheila Carter-Sharp and Lee Finnegan. Will and Electra look pretty freaked out. At some point, Luna ambushes Will because he is able to tell Baker which direction she ran in. There is also Lee, who goes charging into the dark woods, demanding that Luna turn herself into the police. Will Luna commit another crime before getting caught? Or could this be the end of the young woman, at least for now? Which storyline are you looking forward to seeing the most on Monday, November 17th, 2025? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Be sure to check back with Soap Opera Spy for all the latest The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, news, rumors, comings and goings, and updates. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for the week of November 17th suggest some curveballs. Luna Nozawa escapes prison. However, Will Spencer tells the police which way she went. However, it could end with a surprising twist. So, let's get started talking about what is coming up in the CBS soap opera. Let's start off with Stowell, who is the prison guard that got conned by Luna. The girl hid in a laundry cart that was being wheeled to a truck in the prison yard. The guard had to tend to an altercation and left the laundry cart unsupervised for a few minutes. When the guard returned, she checked Luna's cell to find the girl gone. Of course, the guard will notify the guards and warden, who then put the prison on lockdown. However, Luna is already gone. Next, Bill Spencer tells Katie Logan that the inmate vanished. Beatty will get security for the beach house as they will be worried about Will and Electra Forrester. At some point next week, Luna makes it to the beach house. Will looks pretty shaken in the preview clip and points Deputy Chief Bradley Baker which way Luna ran off to. Will wants to join the manhunt, but Baker orders him to stay put. Who joins the search is Sheila Carter Sharp, Lee Finnegan, and Penelope Poppy Nozawa. Ivy Forrester also shows up to support Electra. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that Luna can be seen hiding outside in the dark while everyone searches for her. At one point, Lee can be seen holding a flashlight, pleading for Luna to turn herself in. The young lady has no intentions of doing that, though. In fact, it looks like Luna runs and could meet a tragic fate. It would be heartbreaking for the baby if the child was made in love. However, because of the assault, maybe this is the best ending. Fans can also expect Deacon and Sheila to invite two surprising people over for Thanksgiving. Those just happen to be Carter Walton and Daphne Rose. That should be interesting. There is also Steffi Forrester Finnegan, who will continue to be suspicious of Taylor Hayes and Deacon, so stay tuned. Which storyline are you looking forward to seeing the most? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember to keep watching the soap on CBS or Paramount Plus to find out what happens next. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers tease some major moments slated to unravel during the week of November 17th to 21st, plus a flurry of casting news. The world of fashion in Los Angeles is a revolving door at times, so who's coming and who's going in the land of LA over the next 5 days? Time to find out. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for the week of November 17th, 21 reveal Big Brother alum Rachel Riley Villegas is set to appear on 2 episodes next week and will be playing a character named Rachel, which will keep it nice and easy for fans of the CBS soap who also happen to be fans of the CBS reality series Villegas appeared on. What will bring Rachel to LA? Fans will have to tune in to find out. Over at the jail, Bold and the Beautiful spoilers suggest that Luna Nozawa will make a prison break, which means fans will see Dan Martin return as Deputy Chief Baker. In addition, Crystal Mosley will continue to be seen as Stoll, the prison guard. Elsewhere, Bold fans can expect to see Romy Park reprise her Poppy Nozawa role, and her sister Lee Finnegan, played by Naomi Matsuda, will also be seen on canvas during the week of November 17th to 21. Lastly, fan favorite Ivy Forrester, played by Ashley Brewer, will also appear on the CBS soap next week. Additional casting news notes that actor Harsimran Gotra has been playing the role of Hunter. Plus, Jax Birish was the actor who played the surfer character. What storyline are you looking forward to most during the week of November 17th to 21? Comment below. Watch your favorite CBS soap daily and check out this site often for the best Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, news, and updates. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers have fans all asking this same question. Is it too late for Luna Nozawa to change? Keep reading below for everything you need to know. When it comes to Luna, it seems like both fans and critics of the show are just completely over the character. And that's not just because she's pregnant with Will Spencer's baby and making life a living hell for everyone. It's also because she's smug and she thinks that she can get away with everything. Not only that, but Luna truly believes that she can turn things around in her favor, despite the fact that no one in the Spencer family wants anything to do with her. After all, she is a complete psycho. Of course, B&B fans had a lot to say about the matter on social media. Some even commented with, "I really can't help it. Maybe because I grew up in an unstable home. I knew more than anything I wanted a stable home when I grew up. I know it's all fake, but in the previews she sees Will and Electra getting that, and my heart just hurts for her." Another critic wrote, "I'm all for a great redemption arc and rag to riches story, but Luna is not worthy of that." However, this girl has fumbled the bag way too many times of having a promising future in spite of her childhood and the crimes she has committed. And she chooses to continue to live her life by the sword. I can't feel sorry for someone who keeps choosing not to overcome their troubles. And then there was this comment as well. I know people who have had a rough upbringing, and they came out the other side strong. Luna is mentally unstable. She's a psychopath. How can you feel bad for someone who murdered 2 innocent people, raped a man, framed her mother for murder, kidnapped her brother Hayes' teacher, tried to kill her stepmother twice, shot Liam, shot Sheila, and got her cellmate to beat her twice in an attempt to get out of prison? Luna is beyond therapy. She needs to be locked up either in prison or in asylum for the rest of her life. She's completely delusional. Needless to say, the Bold and the Beautiful fans will simply have to tune in each and every day to find out what will happen next. The Bold and the Beautiful airs weekdays on the CBS network. Check your local listings for times. In the meantime, let us know what you think by leaving us a line with your thoughts in our comments section below. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers and updates suggest that Liam Spencer might have a surprise honeymoon planned for Hope Logan, but could family issues get in the way? Is it possible that some unexpected news will lead Hope and Liam to delay any upcoming trip? Things have been looking up for Liam ever since he proposed to Hope again. Hope immediately accepted, which meant the wedding preparations started soon after. This has brought a lot of joy to Beth Spencer, especially since Hope and Liam have chosen her to officiate their wedding. The only hiccup so far has been Beth's concern about having Sheila Sharp at the event, but that isn't likely to dampen Hope and Liam's spirits too much. Liam and Hope are still determined to get married for real this time, so let's hope this marriage lasts. Of course, we must think about what lies ahead after the wedding. Will Liam surprise Hope with a honeymoon and take her to a breathtaking destination that holds significance for them? Hope has been diligently working on the relaunch of Hope for the Future, but surely her team can manage without her for a few days. Liam and Hope deserve a short escape to enjoy the bliss of their marriage, so they could set some honeymoon objectives. Sadly, family issues might interfere. There could be several avenues leading to trouble, especially with Luna Nozawa's escape potentially stirring up more turmoil for the Spencer family. The show has been hinting at Katie Logan's heart issues resurfacing, which means Liam may have to remain close to support Bill Spencer during this time. Additionally, there might be complications on Hope's side, as Deacon Sharp could be on the brink of cheating on Sheila with Taylor Hayes. Depending on how events unfold, Hope might find herself entangled in her father's romantic troubles. Given all the chaos that could catch Hope and Liam off guard, they might have to postpone their honeymoon for a while. It could be wiser to wait until after Hope's fashion show, but let's keep our fingers crossed that Liam whisks her away on a post-wedding getaway sooner rather than later. After being apart for far too long, Hope and Liam are finally reunited, and they certainly deserve all the excitement of a true reunion tale. According to spoilers from The Bold and the Beautiful, Liam and Hope are hoping their next chapter will be everlasting. So stay tuned for updates on how long they can enjoy their blissful relationship. On the Friday, November 14th, 2025 episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, the Logan sisters bonded. Bill reflected on his new life as a changed man, and Will and Electra got closer, as Luna finally escaped prison. The Logan sisters rallied around Katie to bask in the joy of her reconciliation with Bill. They saw the reunion coming from a mile away, after seeing the way they relied on each other through Will's ordeal with Luna. Katie believed that this wasn't a second chance at their previous relationship, but rather something new. Katie noticed the work Bill had put in to be a better man, and new feelings developed from that. Donna and Brooke understood that Katie had to bide her time and remain cautious before diving back in. Bill caused her a lot of pain over the years, and she couldn't risk another heartbreak. Katie was impressed that Bill put in the work and waited for her to finally be ready. Katie never saw it coming because she was distracted by Luna terrorizing her entire family. Throughout the ordeal, she felt secure because of Bill, and she wished that Will and Electra found peace at the beach house. Donna and Brooke were taken aback by their gift to Will, the same home where Luna had gone on her infamous crime spree. However, Katie assured them that the home had been purged of any remnants of Luna's horrors. They praised Katie's fearlessness and instinct to protect her family. Katie was certain they'd come through the other side of things together as a family, the Spencer family. At the Spencer offices, Liam questioned why there wasn't the usual ass-kissing meeting with Bill. However, Bill wanted the workday to cease as quickly as possible so he could get back home to Katie. Liam's near-death experience and Luna's ongoing manipulations changed Bill's perspective on everything. Family was everything to him, Wyatt included. Liam was blown away by Bill's attitude shift. His selfish streak was over, and Liam was proud of how far Bill had come. Bill joked that Liam was perhaps a bit jealous that Will was gifted the beach house. Liam said that might have been the case if he weren't back with Hope and living together with her and Beth. Bill wished that Will felt the same about his new home as well. He was hopeful that the house would serve as an opportunity to move on with his life. Bill confessed that Liam being proud of him felt good, but Liam knew something else was wrong. Liam understood that Bill felt guilty about Luna's pardon, but he wanted him not to be so hard on himself. Even Katie came back because she didn't blame him for what happened. Bill pointed out that Liam was the example he wanted to follow. Liam almost succumbed to a gunshot, and a fake tumor changed everything for him. Between that and Luna's hellish pregnancy, he saw things clearly now. With Katie by his side, there was nothing they couldn't handle together. Bill admitted that his inflated ego blinded him to a lot over the years, and his family, namely Liam and Katie, deserved better. Liam reminded Bill that they'd moved past that, and about how far they'd come. Will and Electra returned to the beach house patio after a round of surfing. They shared a kiss after beaming about their new life together. Will suggested they go out, but Electra wanted a day at home. Forrester gave them the much-needed day off, and they were appreciative. Electra thought the beach house was the perfect location to make all of their worries disappear. She admitted that their lives had been overwhelming in recent times, but they had an opportunity. Will believed any bad surprises were behind them. Electra wanted to start a new tradition of taking a break from the day and soaking in the sights of the sky. Will agreed, and he considered himself the luckiest guy in the world to have someone as beautiful as Electra in his corner. Will floated the idea that Bill wanted him out of the house so he could have more privacy with Katie. He tried to state that Luna messed everything up, but Electra vowed that she was firmly by his side, and she wasn't going anywhere. Luna continued her prison cell pity party, exclaiming that her life was ruined. She was devastated that she lost everything she had tried so hard to build. Her desperation grew, and all she wanted was to escape prison and find Will. She ranted to herself that there must be a way to secure her freedom, and again, the laundry cart was shown, but this time, it piqued her interest more than before. Luna asked the guard if she could give her some laundry that she had. The guard tried to reject her need, but Luna talked her way into it. Luna pretended to fit the laundry through the cell bars, but when it didn't work, she convinced the guard to open the door. A bit later, the guard spoke about people using the carts to break out of prison, hinting at Luna's future ticket to freedom. The guard was called away, and Luna was revealed to be hiding amid the dirty laundry, ready to find Will in the outside world. Will and Electra had no idea the horror that was heading their way. Luna had her sights on removing the one obstacle that kept her away from Will, Electra. Later in the episode, Katie stopped by Spencer, where Rachel had returned and did a cleanse on Bill's office. She had a lot more work to do because of the toxic energy in the room, so she confessed it would take multiple sessions. Bill hoped Katie was there to bring him home, and he was correct. She filled him in on her sister's support for their rekindled romance. He was pleased with the news, and his goal was to ensure that everyone knew the Spencer family was more united than ever. The Bold and the Beautiful preview video for the week of November 17, 2021 reveals that there'll be a frantic Luna Nozawa beach hunt. Poppy Nozawa, Lee Finnegan, and Sheila Sharp will all join the search. So let's talk about what's coming up on B&B. After Luna finishes making her laundry cart getaway, Stowell the prison guard will make a disturbing discovery. Once Stowell realizes Luna is missing from her jail cell, she'll call a code red to lock the place down. Meanwhile, Bill Spencer will get updates on Luna's escape, so he'll have to break the terrible news to Katie Logan. After night falls at the beach house, Luna will lurk and plot her next move. Will Spencer will want to go after Luna, but Deputy Chief Bradley Baker will stop him since he's Luna's target. Ivy Forrester will also end up at the beach house to support Electra Forrester, so she'll be there with Electra and Will when reinforcements arrive. Sheila, Lee, and Poppy will all come running to the beach house when they find out Luna is on the run. B&B's weekly preview video shows them entering as Poppy demands to know where that little bitch does. The promo also features Luna running through fog in the dark, while multiple people chase after her with flashlights. Lai will call out to Luna and urge her to do the right thing, but Luna obviously won't want to surrender to the cops and blow her freedom again. Things are about to get chaotic thanks to Luna's escape plot, so fans will be eager to see what she does next. Will Luna hurt someone during her prison break and make this whole situation even worse? Could this lead to a heart crisis for Katie, since there have been some on-screen hints about that too? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Luna will unleash even more turmoil as this hunt heats up in the coming episodes. CDL will have other sizzling Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, updates, and news to check out. So make us your favorite hot spy. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say that it's time for Taylor Hayes to have a new man in her life that is not married, if you know what we mean. While it looks like there are definite fireworks between her and Deacon Sharp right now, it has been suggested that a whole new character should come on the show and sweep Taylor off her feet. And who better to do that than someone like Remy's father, right? But here's the thing. What drama would that bring, and how would this kind of romance contribute to the most recent storylines? Of course, many B&B fans had a lot to say about the matter on social media. Some even commented with, "I don't think Bell wants to spend money on a new actor who he would have to build up enough to make him a viable love interest for a character as important and legendary as Taylor." Another critic wrote, "What drama would Taylor have with a new man? Deacon is perfect because Sheila is his wife, and she will go nuts. Every B&B couple that's supposed to get a lot of screen time needs angst. Besides, it would also take time away from the current actors to hire a new one and build his story. Sadly, it's very unlikely that Taylor will get a brand new love interest now." And then there was this comment as well. "Even I don't get the Deacon and Taylor hate. I'm happy it's something refreshing for Deacon and Taylor, and something new for Taylor. I'm just grateful she is away from Ridge, not wallowing nor crying nor begging him, and for that I am grateful." Needless to say, the Bold and the Beautiful fans will simply have to tune in each and every day to find out what will happen next. B&B airs weekdays on the CBS network. Check your local listings for times. In the meantime, let us know what you think by leaving us a line with your thoughts in our comments section below. Bold and the Beautiful, spoilers for Novi's Teen 21, 2025, unveil Hope Logan plotting, and Steffi Forrester scared about something. As we always do on Early Edition Day, we start with what's coming the rest of this week. Then we dive into what is coming next week. So, Wednesday, November 12th, we've got Katie Logan and Bill Spencer with Will Spencer and Electra Forrester. And the parents are toasting their son and his girlfriend moving in together at the Spencer Beach House. Katie and Bill are talking about how happy the young people are going to be. Will is very grateful to his parents, but Katie says, "You know what? We just want you to be happy. No thanks necessary." It's ironic that they're moving into the house where Luna Nozawa almost died. I think that won't be lost on her. It's not lost on me. Probably not on you either. Speaking of happiness, Will is happy to find out his mom, Katie, is moving back in with his dad, Bill. So, this crisis apparently has made Katie forget all the terrible things Bill has done, and he swears he's changed. I don't think he has. We'll see. Fingers crossed for her, though. Hope and Steffi's talk that began on Tuesday continues on Wednesday, where Hope is confiding in Steffi about Deacon Sharp's family therapy session with her and their dad, Deacon. Hope's telling Steffi how beneficial therapy has been for Deacon since he started seeing her mom, Taylor Hayes. Of course, Steffi is going to be happy to hear about her mom's professional triumph. I do expect Hope might mention to Steffi that she wants someone better for Deacon than Sheila Carter and her 8 toes. I'm sure Steffi will agree, and Hope may soon be plotting to try and make this happen. Luna asks her guard friend if she can use her phone to check on Will, the man she loves. So yeah, this guard is going to let this violent criminal Luna browse social media on her phone. That seems like a firing offense, doesn't it? Plus, we've got quite the crowd at open mic night at Il Giardino. We have Sheila telling Zenda Forrester Dominguez, Taylor, Carter Walton, Moss, and Daphne Rose that they are in for a treat. So it looks like not only is Daphne going to be singing, but Deacon is actually going to sing. I don't know if I've ever heard Sean Kanan sing before, so I'm pretty excited about that. I've seen him be a Karate Kid, and I've seen him on this soap, seen him on Y&R, but I haven't ever seen him sing. Thursday, November 13th, we have Electra and Will settling into their new place. They are at the beach house, posting on social media about how happy they are. They are vowing not to let Luna stop them from moving forward and having a future. Will tells Electra he is the luckiest guy in the world, and he kisses her while they're hanging out beachside at their new digs. There's a welcome home sign that looks like Katie put up for them, and the parents have taken off by then so that Electra and Will can properly christen their new little house. Meanwhile, in her cell at the jail, Luna is staring at that photo of Will and Electra, and she vows that she cannot lose him. This is because the usual guard let Luna use her phone to go on his social media, and she saw them looking all loved up, and the hashtag #newdigs. Luna freaks out and asks if they're building a home together. But I think very quickly she's going to recognize that house because she was stalking it. So I know she's going to recognize it. And then she's crying to the guard, saying she has to get out of there. On Friday, November 14th, we've got Steffi and Finn making some time for romance while everybody's over at Il Giardino. And that's usually what Steffi and Finn do. They are happily settled. We're about to have Liam, Spencer, and Hope happily settled, so I guess the younger generation is going to pick up with the drama. Plus, Luna's busy planning her prison break by the end of the week. Obviously, Will, Electra, and the Spencers will be horrified if Luna escapes prison. But I think especially Electra and Steffi will be worried. If Luna gets out, I do wonder if she will run to Sheila, which would be a terrible thing for her marriage. For November 17th through the 21st, Bold and the Beautiful spoilers show we've got Daphne and Carter getting closer. Daphne is pretty much head over heels for Carter, but she was the one who was chasing him for a while, and she wants that to flip around. She wants Carter to pursue her and prove that he is worthy of her, and her bestie Steffi is all for that. So, good for Daphne. I bet that Daphne and Carter are going to be intimate before sweep's end. Plus, we've got Thanksgiving planning underway. Deacon and Sheila are going to invite Carter and Daphne to hang out and eat with them at Il Giardino for Turkey Day. I do expect Taylor to be with Steffi, Finn, Kelly Spencer, and Hayes Forrester. Probably not at the big Forrester gathering, since Brooke Logan and Ridge Forrester just remarried, and she'll be at the head of the table. That would be so uncomfortable for Taylor to be there. What I also expect, though, is for Deacon and Taylor to be thinking about each other while they are with other people. Hope and Liam keep on with their wedding planning, and they should set the date soon. It seems like it's time to make a gown as well, and I wonder if Deke Sharp is going to be in charge of that. Speaking of, we're going to have more on Remy Price's darkness and what else he might have done, aside from stalking and terrorizing Electra with those deepfake nudes and all the terrible things he did to her that are unforgivable. We are also watching out for a Bold and the Beautiful and Beyond the Gates crossover. Newlyweds Danny Dupree and Andre Richardson from BTG are in Los Angeles. They're supposed to be doing a photo shoot for a Forrester Creations fragrance line. Danny was once a supermodel and said Forrester Creations was the one gig she always wanted and never got. They offered her and her new, much younger husband Andre the opportunity to model because they are headline makers and they're trendy right now. If you don't watch Beyond the Gates, Danny, of course, used to be on Bold as Maya Avant. What's not clear to me, and we'll know when we get the full spoilers for the week, is whether the crossover episodes are going to happen on Bold and the Beautiful, if they're going to happen on Beyond the Gates, or if they're going to happen on both. If you guys aren't watching Beyond the Gates, it is quite a good show. We also have next week Deacon unable to shake his feelings for Taylor, and he's basically fooling Sheila into thinking he's happily reunited with her when he is not. Katie's ready to pack up and move into the Spencer mansion. The holiday should be magical with them reunited at Bill's place. And then they need to start working on that nursery, right? Steffi grills Taylor and may sniff out that her mom has this inappropriate but growing attraction to Deacon. Luna's determined to get out of prison any way she can, and then Electra better watch out. I bet if she's loose, of course, Steffi will be furious, but also scared. And soon, look for Rachel Riley from Big Brother. She's been listed in the credits, so she should be on any day now. She was on the most recent season of the CBS reality show, BB27. In past cameos, I think she's been on Bold like 7 times. She's usually been a waitress at Bikini Bar, so we'll see if they pull that set out of nowhere for this. Or maybe she'll be at Il Giardino. Right now, the Bold and the Beautiful's Liam is currently in the middle of celebrating his newest engagement with Hope. But if things had gone according to the original plan, he would already be dead and gone. The inoperable brain tumor was supposed to be very real and utterly final. There wouldn't have been any last-minute miracles or sleight of hands that allowed him to live. That's what Scott Clifton told Soap Opera Digest. Head writer Brad Bell had felt Liam's story had run its course. He'd been written into a corner, and the only thing left was a dramatic death. "It was a very real conversation that I had with Brad," he shared. "I really was supposed to kick the old soap opera bucket. In fact, Clifton even understood the decision and didn't bear any ill will, even if there was some disappointment. In fact, it was even kind of refreshing because Liam had made all these poor choices for all these years. As he thought he was dying, he went on a tour of loved ones to make amends. And the brain tumor story was a kind of way of redeeming the character before sending him off. I really appreciated that, and I really loved that as a conclusion to the character. But that wasn't Liam's conclusion, because at the 11th hour, Bell decided Liam would not only be sticking around, he'd get his own heroic moment. Then came Luna's shooting, Liam's hospitalization, his miracle cure, and the revelation that Grace had faked it all to bilk money out of Bill. Liam's redemption got to stick, and he got a new lease on life after becoming sort of a martyr. This, maybe, would be a way to create a whole new Liam who didn't just keep bouncing between Hope and Steffi, never learning or changing or making a decent choice. That's all behind him now. So much so that Liam's engaged to Hope once again. Okay, that may not seem new, but the two do have a family together. And Liam's near death showed him how important that was to him. If Liam has learned anything, maybe he'll stop with this whole grass is greener thing and settle down with Hope for good. But then, that would mean she'd have to do the same. And with Thomas heading back home, that could be asking a lot. But if they do end things again, maybe this redeemed Liam will simply wish Hope well and go looking for a love with a whole lot less baggage. Because if he ends up going back to his old ways, he's eventually going to need a whole new near-death experience to make amends once more. You didn't think that their breakup would be this clean, right? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers strongly predict that Hope Logan might soon find out that she's pregnant. And no, it won't be with Liam Spencer's baby. Instead, there's a very good chance that she might end up carrying Carter Walton's child. Talk about a plot twist! As many The Bold and the Beautiful fans already know, it looks like Hope is transitioning from being Carter's almost wife to Liam's almost wife instead. But it's not like she hasn't been in this place before, right? And while things might feel like they are different this time around for Hope and Liam, she's going to be hit with a curveball when she finds out that she's going to be pregnant. And while having another baby with Liam would be ideal, the truth is going to sting when she finds out that she's carrying Carter's child instead. But deep down inside, Hope knew that she never really loved Carter. He was just a distraction. That, and he also helped bring her fashion line back to life. So, in some ways, she did feel like she owed him something. But that doesn't mean that she should have given him his heart. Of course, being pregnant with Carter's baby is going to derail her relationship with Liam. For once, she was hoping to enjoy true love with the man she's always loved. But it seems like it's never going to happen for her now. And it's all because she's pregnant with another man's baby. Now, as far as what will happen on The Bold and the Beautiful remains to be seen as well. Fans will simply have to tune in each and every day to find out. The Bold and the Beautiful airs weekdays on the CBS network. Check your local listings for times. And as always, come back right here for all the latest news and updates on all of your favorite daytime television shows, including Beyond the Gates, The Young and the Restless, The Bold and the Beautiful, General Hospital, and Days of Our Lives. The Bold and the Beautiful fans have all noticed this one special thing that Brooke Logan always seems to do with Ridge Forrester whenever they are together. And that's Brooke pulling on Ridge's suit. Sure, it might not be a big thing, but it's also something that happens enough that viewers are now picking up on it. Could there be a reason as to why Brooke does it all the time? That's what a lot of people want to know. Sure, she loves him, but could this mean that Brooke's trying to always keep him close as well? Maybe. Of course, B&B fans had a lot to say about the matter on social media. Some even commented, "There are couples on the show that do casual PDA well, and some that are really awkward about it. I'm not talking about making out or sex scenes, but just showing affection through little touches and physical closeness." Another critic of the show wrote, "Ridge and Brooke are an example that don't do it well, for me, at least as they often feel quite awkward, forced in scenes together. Again, not the only couple that doesn't do it for me, but unfortunately, one that is on screen a lot." And then there was this comment as well. "I never noticed that, but I have noticed frequent use of pretty obvious tongue during passionate kissing scenes, and that has been the case from their first case. Based on what I've heard actors say about doing kissing scenes, using tongue is not the norm, and usually indicates that the actors really trust each other." It goes without saying that B&B fans will simply have to tune in each and every day to find out what will happen next. The Bold and the Beautiful airs weekdays on the CBS network. Check your local listings for times. Meanwhile, let us know what you think by leaving us a line with your thoughts in our comments section below. The Bold and the Beautiful, spoilers for Monday, November 17th, reveal that there'll be a code red and a prison lockdown after an empty Luna Nozawa jail cell shocker. B&B fans know Luna manipulated Stowell, the prison guard, and scored a chance at freedom. Thanks to Luna's decision to sneak inside a laundry cart, she's made her way outside the prison facility and will have a chance to make a run for it. Luna's escape will make some serious waves, so let's start with Stowell's stunning discovery. Once Stowell looks under the covers in Luna's cell, she'll realize Luna isn't taking a nap like she claimed. Stowell will realize Luna tricked her and moved forward with an escape scheme, so she'll quickly go into panic mode. B&B spoilers say Stowell will sound the alarm over Luna's getaway, so she'll call a code red and insist that the prison needs to be put on lockdown. Despite Stowell's urgent action, she won't be fast enough to stop Luna's next round of mayhem. That means Bill Spencer is going to get a phone call he never wanted to receive. Bill will find out Luna has fled the coop, so he'll have to fill Katie Logan in on the horror pretty soon. Katie will worry that Luna might do something to hurt Will Spencer or even Electra Forrester, but Bill may promise he won't let that happen. Of course, that promise could be tough for Bill to keep, since Luna is a dangerous wildcard who's capable of anything. Luna will stalk Will and Electra at the beach house soon enough, so there are good reasons to be concerned. The news of Luna's escape will eventually reach Sheila Sharp, Lee Finnegan, Poppy Nozawa, and others around Los Angeles, so there'll be all hands on deck looking for her in the coming episodes. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say more Luna curveballs are in the works, so stay tuned for updates on all the unpleasant surprises. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers suggest that Katie Logan's health crisis might soon turn into a storyline that might see Luna Nozawa become a hero. Keep reading below for everything you need to know. There's speculation suggesting that if Katie's heart fails again, it might be Luna who gives her heart to her. But here's the thing, how would having Luna's heart change Katie's behavior? Luna might end up dying a hero, but it's Katie who might end up being the next Luna and will carry on her crazy antics in this fictional town of Los Angeles. No one can say that they didn't see this coming, right? But at the same time, it's not like Katie is going to have much of a choice if her life is on the line. With Luna being her only hope, one of them will have to make a sacrifice. Clearly, B&B fans had a lot to say about the matter on social media. Some even commented with, "Heart transplants aren't forever. Eventually you need a replacement. I'm thinking Luna gets into a fighting prison and is brain dead." But she is miraculously a match for Katie. Luna is gone, the baby is raised by Bill, and the new Katie, Luna. They could even go very weird and make Katie start to show Luna's murderous tendencies. Another critic wrote, "Unfortunately, I think Katie might pass away. I think the only ones who might be a possible transplant donor to save her would be Donna? Remy? Good question." And then there was this comment as well. "Needless to say, The Bold and the Beautiful fans will simply have to tune in each and every day to find out what will happen next. B&B airs weekdays on the CBS network. Check your local listings for times. In the meantime, let us know what you think by leaving us a line with your thoughts in our comments section below. The Bold and the Beautiful's Heather Tom has spent most of her life on our soap opera screens. Tom was only a teenager when she took on the role of a psoriasid Victoria Newman on The Young and the Restless. More than 3 decades later, she hasn't looked back. Now, as she celebrates 2 major November life and career milestones, the Emmy Award-winning actress is reflecting on her lifetime in daytime. It's a big month for Katie Logan, the character Tom has played on The Bold and the Beautiful since 2007. Katie finally reunited with ex-husband Bill Spencer after years apart. It's also a big month for Tom, who turned 50 on November 4th. Not only that, but she celebrates a whopping 35 years as a soap star on November 16th. Tom was only 15 years old when she stepped foot onto a soap opera set to play Victoria, the oldest offspring of legendary couple Victor and Nikki Newman. She grew up before our eyes, going from young teen to wife and mother in real life to an award-winning performer, as well as a director behind the scenes. Tom is taking it all in stride and is excited to reach an age many women dread. "It's kind of crazy," Tom told TV Insider. "A lot of things are happening, and they're all very exciting. I was actually excited to turn 50. I did not really want to turn 40, but for some reason, with 50, I was like, yeah, bring it. I feel really comfortable in my skin, and I'm having a really good time." Tom can still remember her first days on Y&R and how daunting a 3-year contract seemed at the time. "I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do for 3 years? This is an eternity." I remember Laura Lee Bell was in the makeup room, and it was her 9th year of being on the show. I was like, 9 years? That's insane. It seemed like such a long time, and then, cut to 35 years later, here I am. It just goes by really fast. Of course, Tom has not spent the entire 35 years on one soap. She even ventured into enemy territory when she took on the role of Kelly Kramer on ABC's One Life to Live from 2003-2006. A year later, she was back at CBS to play Katie on Y&R's sister soap, The Bold and the Beautiful. I was back in the CBS studio 4 years later, older and wiser, and it was this lovely, fun oasis where everyone was happy and everyone had a good time, and everyone wanted to be there, Tom said. I was like, oh wow, this is nice. Not to say that I worked with a bunch of divas on the other shows, but it was just so easy. I found out real quick that not only do they like working together, they like hanging out together too. It's a fun vibe. After all these years in front of the camera, Tom now directs episodes of B&B and was in the director's chair for this year's Thanksgiving episode, airing next week. Not bad for a teenage gig that resulted in so much more. This week's B&B preview has news of Luna's escape spreading. It's going to be a week jam-packed with suspense on The Bold and the Beautiful. With Luna back on the loose, many characters are scared for their lives as the police search for the escaped convict. Here's a sneak peek of what's ahead for November 17, 2024. Luna was right when she said she wouldn't be in prison long. The young villainess makes her escape via the prison's laundry cart. As Luna embarks on her freedom, it doesn't take long before the guards realize she's missing. With Luna on the run, the news quickly spread across town. Katie returns home expecting a romantic evening with Bill, but he delivers bad news. "Don't say it," Katie says when she notices Bill's panicked expression. When Bill tells her that Luna escaped, Katie's first thought goes to their son Will. Luna's first stop upon her escape is to see Will. The Spencer heir and his girlfriend, Electra, recently moved into the beach house, which was the scene of Luna's last crime. Luna's attempt to talk to Will is thwarted when the police arrive, and she runs off. Will tries to follow her, but is stopped by Lieutenant Baker. Baker reminds Will that he's Luna's target, and he needs to stay at the house. Although Will wants to be a hero, this is one time where he may want to stay out of the police's business. Ivy stops by the beach house to comfort a frightened Electra and Will. The group's moment is then interrupted when Poppy, Sheila, and Lee barge in. "Where's the little Poppy asks about her daughter. Needless to say, Poppy is angry with Luna about her latest stunt. As for Lee and Sheila, they'll be angry, but also worried about Luna. They know the best thing is for Luna to go back to prison, which is why they assist in the search. With the police hot on her trail, Luna hides in the woods. But she becomes nervous as the cops and Lee near her hiding spot. Lee calls out for Luna to come out and do the right thing by turning herself in. However, a frightened Luna takes off, and things look gloomy for her. Will Luna succeed in evading the police and going on the run? Or is Luna about to find herself in peril thanks to her grand escape?